russosbrand.com, where the pros are the pros. Bro, you know what it is that drives that is so crystal clear, Stevie, with this freaking company, and it's such a joke. Bro, all they're trying to figure out at this point is, this is all they're trying to figure out, guys, how to create content. That's all they're trying to figure out. The content doesn't need to be good. They don't need to be cliffhangers. They don't need to be swerves. You don't need nothing to think about. We just need content. So this is what I love about them, bro. So what do we do, bro? We tease a Kevin Owens turn so we can get a pay-per-view match out of Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes, right? So Owens doesn't turn, but we continue the Kevin Owens tease. So eventually Kevin Owens does turn, and now we get another match out of Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens. But this time Kevin Owens is a heel. Bro, like this is what they do, bro. Just trying to figure out how to prolong things, how to create content out of nothing. And I swear to God, bro, I always just compare it to it's the gerbil running in the wheel. This company is just running in place. Nothing is moving until we get The Rock back. And it's been that way now for the last how many months?
Yeah, that's true. And it's even worse with the Miz term. We'll talk about on Raw. This is the thing, though. I was thinking about this because, you know, Kevin Owens and Miz are probably the poster guys for the constant babyface heel turns every year, 18 months. I remember back when Orndorff was a babyface or a heel, then he became a babyface, then he turned on Hogan. And by that point, the third turn, the people didn't invest emotionally in Orndorff anymore, one way or the other. We're like, why would we like or hate you? Because you keep turning back and forth. That still holds true today. That you water down your character or any storyline. It just looks like people are smart to the fact of, yes, baby, they might not use the terminology of babyface or heel run. They're like, yeah, he's getting stale. Time for a turn. The people can predict it before the writers can. Do you guys see how this is? You can't, it's like a team now that the teams are not always together. They're free agents. You have to keep up. It doesn't feel the same as when you used to support your own team back in the day.
Yeah, with the Miz turn and stuff too, because I'm not trying to belittle this because I think there's always been money on Maurice, but it'll be when she gets through her medical issue, they'll turn him back to baby off of that again and do the human interest piece on him. You know what I mean? So, and the guy's on the road constantly while his wife is battling some pretty serious illnesses and taking care of kids too.
Yeah, it's funny, Stevie, that Ben said that, because it's like, I don't understand. I'll never be one of the boys. I never was one of the boys. I can't think like one of the boys. Therefore, I will never understand. But how many years has Miz been there, bro? How much money has Miz banked? And for Ben to just point out, his wife is sick, they've got kids they got to take care of. And there he is every Monday night. It's like, my God, bro, like serious. I mean, Stevie, come on, man. If you and I had the money that these guys make, over all these years with the money they're getting paid today, I swear to God, bro, the very last thing on our plate would be professional wrestling.
Miz has a lot more going for him outside of it. He's already had the Miz and Misses and all that stuff.
That's what I don't understand. I don't get it. I mean, do they freaking love this shit that much to the point that Jey Uso can't even cut a promo because he won an Intercontinental title, bro?
Well, they have to love it at this point. There we go. Whoop, whoop. They have to love it at this point because you get to a certain point and you're creatively bankrupt in the company. That's why back in the day, guys used to go to different territories to keep their gimmick and their character and their drawing power fresh. Now he's been in it. He was there when I was there. So he's got to be going on 20 plus years.
Bro.
But I'm saying now everybody's just cashing a check, which you can love it all you want. But after 15, 20 years of the same wash, rinse, repeat, and he's not going to sniff the main event again. maybe, who knows? But they never got behind him on the first run at WrestleMania 28. They never got behind him in a run when he had the title and Lashley beat him during the COVID era. He's kind of like, I don't know. Maybe go to AEW, take a $5 million a year thing to work once a week.
Maybe go home and enjoy the fruits of your labor, bro, and enjoy the money you made over the years, and just, you know, I don't know. Why are you going? Why are you?
Yeah, to go. We're gonna heel turn you on.
Why are you even showing up on this piece of shit show? Like, honestly, guys, like, seriously, man.
How about that? How about you let him stay home with his wife because he's been a good soldier for 20 years or more?
Yeah,
and that whatever you're paying him is a thank you, and let him spend all that time, and then people might want to work for your company. Yeah. Because, you know, I mean, when you have a medical issue and you're sick, man, they get right back to you, don't they, Vince and Ben?
Yeah.
That or somebody's holding like, hey, Ms. and Mrs. might go to Netflix and syndication if you play your cards right. Like, you know what I mean? Doing that. Yeah, fucking keep chasing it type shit. But like, that guy's been on TV since he was 18. He's been on TV longer than anybody.
What's he chasing, bro? The guy's worth I would guess the guy's worth at least $25 million.
To be honest with you, like, even though, like, it's not like I watch this, but I seen it while I was on vacation. They got to me, Miz is the Ryan Seacrest kind of wrestling, like, same type energy. Like, I think he would have been better getting that Wheel of Fortune spot than Ryan Seacrest would be for the next X amount of years. You know what I mean? Like, able to think on his feet quick, and that, like, that's something where I would see him become that next part of his career, not have to worry about, I got to be at Raw in Evansville, Indiana to heel turn on fucking Truth and Truth as well. A brilliant performer who is still, you know, having to play the fool and all that. So it's just, to watch that, you're like, there's so much more you can do. Even when you were talking about Sammy, all I can think of is, like, you know, knowing what Sami Zayn, you know, is into, whether it's human rights activism or, you know, whatever cause, you know, very politically and you know, news savvy kind of guy. And here he is dressed like a lumberjack cutting this promo with the little dolly backstage where he's got to be like, and your dad, da da da, and you're just like, where's serious Sammy right now? The work can handle anything if you approach it with the right respect. And I watched that doc, and they were going, oh, there's some things now we just want to stay away from because it's too hot. They were talking about Tune and Slaughter back, you know, during that. I'm going, bullshit, because they came back to it with Muhammad Hassan. They were right on it. Then the London bombings happened, and they never came back to it. I fucking had to carry the torch doing what I've wanted to do, and I'm fine with that. But you absolutely could put all of this stuff into different groups, especially with like an MJF character and things on. Sammy could be playing to such a higher level of social commentary in the world, and things like that might amplify it. But people are inundated with these stories all day and sound bites and exploding clips. They need a PTSD payoff. And Wrestling Ring is the place to do it in a false reality where we know it looks like they're hurting each other, but they're really not, because nobody wants to see people of anything getting fucking missiled and all that shit. Wrestling is where we should have this. I think I know I've done it for 18 years to pay off that PTSD. Yeah. He should be doing the same thing instead of your dad was disappointed in you. Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, you know, exactly, Ben, because it's like I said, man, this is just, you know, they use, I remember when I was growing up as a kid, there used to be a show on WPIX called Beat the Clock. I used to watch Beat the Clock every night. This show is called Eat the Clock. Bro, Stevie, 11 minutes and 30 seconds before Jey Uso says his first word. So in other words, there's 2 football games on. Do you think I'm sitting here 11 minutes and 30 seconds, Stevie, to see Jey Uso walk through the crowd? 11 minutes and 30 seconds. And then he starts crying because he won a prop, bro, for the next 10 minutes.
I like the concept of what they've been trying to do with the opening. Like last week, people arriving in the arena just like a UFC pay-per-view.
They've been doing that for a while now. Yeah.
But I like them attempting something different and following not the 17, 18, 19 camera cuts that Kevin Dunn used to do. They organically follow it. But yeah, when you're looking at Monday Night Football, and I was going to mention it, thank you for the segue. Monday Night Football gets it. They're saying they're actually hedging the bets against themselves, putting two games on at the same time, saying, what if one's a blowout? Hopefully the other one's close or exciting, which the theory was proven correct. Because that Lions-Seahawks game, my God, even though they were a couple touchdowns behind, the Metcalf catches, multiple ones, David Montgomery running, who else? Kenneth Walker the third. Dude, it had more of an exciting, they know how with a football game to keep it moving no matter what. And that's a 3-hour game. So why can't 3-hour wrestling with not just two teams on the field, but 20, 30 people, why can't they keep the show moving? It's a really excellent question, I think.
You know why? I'll tell you right now, Stevie, because you mentioned yesterday in the game they were, down a couple of scores, whatnot. Well, what happens when that happens? What happens when one team gets behind? There's a sense of urgency.
And
there's no sense of urgency. There has not been a sense of urgency in wrestling in the last 20 years.